Right, look forward to it. It looks awesome, you ask me. I can't wait for it.
On that note, something that I didn't think looked so awesome, we've got a new trailer today for Avatar Way of the Water. Or should I say it looked like a Pixar movie. But hey, that's just my opinion. Let's see what everybody else thinks, and then I'll give my overall breakdown here. Let's start with Paulie at the top there. Paulie, did you get a chance to watch the new Avatar trailer today? What did you think?
I actually did see it. It was boring, man.
Yeah, Paulie thinks it looks boring. Mr. Chato, what do you think about the movie? Unless you want to elaborate more on that, Paulie.
Nope.
No, okay.
I think the movie, if it's going to be successful, is going to be just based on eye candy because it looks stunning, and the camera work, and especially when they're the blue people are looking out from behind leaves and things, it just looks spectacular. They've got the eyes right, which is always difficult in any kind of CG animation. But other than that, I don't know how they're going to top the first movie. I don't know we know who the bad guys is. It's the miners again. But how are they going to reframe it to make it new and different? It looks like some of the blue people or whatever have joined the mining corporation. I don't know. It from the trailers, there's no reason for me to go. I don't understand what's going on. I don't know what the conflict is. Great, we're now seeing young kids. Yeah, it was not enticing for me. Beautiful, but not enticing.
I was not taken aback by the first Avatar. I found it kind of boring, and the story that I'd seen in a presented many ways, and from their take, I felt it was derivative beat process. The only special thing they had is the world, and I thought that wasn't enough for myself. So I'm not interested in this. The only question I have is, did they kill Zoe Saldana's character in this thing? She died giving birth, because I only saw her in pregnant, and I don't think I saw or recognized her.
Yeah, don't see Saldana in this at all.
Yeah, not much in this trailer anyway. She was in the other trailer a little bit. Andre.
Boring.
Yeah, I fell asleep twice during the damn thing. That's just the trailer.
It looks like a video game. I couldn't care less. I'm not taken by it in the slightest. It's like, yeah, if you force me, I'll go see it, I guess. But really, I have no need to see it. None. I was blown away by the visuals of the first Avatar, but I'm in no rush to go back to do that again now, more than a decade later. I don't care.
Like I posted this morning on Twitter, my reaction was, I can't tell if this is a new trailer or just a trailer for the first film.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Worth the wait, Jimmy.
That's a good point.
It's the same fucking story with the kids now instead, which fine, whatever. But I've said it before and I'll say it again as quickly as possible here because we're going to wrap it up anyhow. Nothing in this sells this to me. I get why the first Avatar was a huge success, and I understand why you should never bet against James Cameron. But this is the one time, and Andrea said it too, that you have never had such a sure thing.
To bet against Cameron, this is that time.
I have a feeling this is going to fall harder. They're going to try to sell it as a success, but let me tell you now, this is going to fall a lot harder than they think it is. And I bet you Warner Brothers is going to wish they hadn't moved Shazam other than it needed to be fixed, because they could have swamped these fuckers. Because remember what happened when Jumanji trounced all over Star Wars and Disney didn't know what the fuck just happened to them. That could have happened all over again with Shazam 2 coming in and kicking the shit out of Avatar 2. Because let me tell you, even though the first movie Shazam didn't do well, it's gotten a bit of a fan following since it's been on video and all that other shit. People ended up liking that movie. Of all the earlier DC films, it's one of the more likable ones. They had some competition. He ain't got nothing. The 3D ain't going to sell this movie. Everybody's seen this shit a million times over. It doesn't look anything fancier than any Pixar movie has done in the last 10 years. It doesn't even... it doesn't even really look all that realistic. This still image is probably one of the more realistic looking things that I could show you, right? Like it's still, he has not advanced
that
anything.
picture looks better than the
Sorry,
trailer,
I didn't mean to
bro.
just bring it down, but yeah, like
Oh.
he has not advanced anything, you know, beyond that to where I'm like, you're not selling this for me, buddy. And I, when I posted that thing I just showed you guys, of all the people that commented, I had one positive comment saying they were going to go see it. The rest were all negative, outside of one that said, I might give it a shot later on Netflix.
On Netflix, even. Not even on
What's
Disney
the studio
Plus.
for this? Who's the studio?
Disney.
Fox, aka Disney. This is supposed to be their original plan for this, Paul, was they were going to have a Star Wars movie every year to alternate with an Avatar film. We see how that turned out.
We should have a limit of one blue people film per stream to talk about, because my head is just like about to like
I think
explode.
that after this movie opens, the people at Disney, they will be singing the famous year 2000 song "I'm Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die," because they'll be feeling very blue when the box office comes in for this one.
I don't know how Cameron thought that there were 3 total stories in this Avatar experience.
Are you kidding me? He shot 2 of these back to back, Paul, and he's got another one down the pipeline.
Sure, but right from the very beginning, he always mentioned that this was a multi-movie experience, and
it would have been if he had done it right away.
Maybe. I mean, I know when the first movie came online, it was a huge positive experience for ecologists and people who, you know, save the planet. And not that I'm against saving the planet, I live on it. I'd like it to be around a little bit longer, quite frankly. Yeah. But that was, it was very big. I mean, that was one of the big buzzes of the movie, irrespective of the 3D. Now we don't have 3D. It's not going to be a 3D film. I don't think, right? 3D's
it's going to be in 3D, but they're not pushing it like they did with the first Avatar.
Right.
I mean, Cameron's going to get out there and insist people see it in IMAX 3D, high frame rate and all that shit. But
right. So anyways, still, he's one of the best script writers when it comes to creating a mechanical experience that has all the right beats at the right moment. I cannot believe he would have lost that capability suddenly. Script could talk to that.
Yeah, that's it. James Cameron is a hobbyist of science and also formulas, and again, this is why you don't bet against him, is that he will surprise you. I hate the fact that he has movies that last a little longer than they should. I think the best paced film he's ever done was True Lies, in regards to how long it is and how the emotional beats that go through. But with that, I don't think I'd be shocked if he did lose that ability, that he was so involved with the special effects and what he was trying to push, that he sacrificed his methods of storytelling that have made him James Cameron, essentially.
Yeah, I'll be shocked if those storytelling capabilities suddenly disappeared.
That may be. Yeah, Paul's got to bounce. So take care. Check out Latino Slant, Midnight's Edge, Espanol, and we'll replug it again before we leave here, Paulie. Thank you for hopping in.
Of course. I'll be live after this with Undoomed. Come on by, and the panel here is invited as well.
All right.
Take care, guys.
Take care, brother.
Bye, Paulie.
But no, like, this is the thing, Paul, is like, this thing stuck out to me too, is like, you know, I've made the points that I made, and I didn't hate or love the original film either, and I'm somebody who does enjoy most of Cameron's work. But I noticed something that a few people were saying that are younger. They're like, we don't get why James Cameron's a big thing. You got to remember, there's a whole generation that grew up without him. His dumb ass had sat on his butt so long waiting to put this out for whatever fucking reason, that he's got a whole generation of people who don't get the James Cameron hype. So I'm wondering if that's going to be a big effect too. I don't know how
of all people, he deserves a bigger benefit of the doubt than any of the Disney trash that they're doing for Star Wars or
Marvel.
Marvel. I mean,
am I worried about this movie being woke? No. But what I do see is that this movie is the same fucking movie as the first one.
I am concerned about the race swapping in it. That was disappointing.
Well, there's
Yeah.
all kinds of. Well, that's true. There's where
Because the yellow people now are doing the blue people stuff.
Blue people. Yeah, they should really have gotten some blue people to play the blue people.
Yeah, I know.
agree.
I was totally offended, and then the one blue person in the wheelchair.
Well, and it'd be different maybe, and I could be completely wrong. Don't get me wrong. It might be the biggest movie of all time, but
the
to me, it's
Navi.
not.
They're called Navis, right?
Yeah.
Right.
The Navi or
Navi.
whatever. But like, to me, they didn't have any video games, books, other stuff, a TV show, even nothing to really keep Avatar alive. Some people will bring up, the theme park business, but I'm like, that's still not quite enough in my shoes, as far as I'm concerned, to give this as a sure thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I would imagine there was every intention for bringing it out earlier, but something might have delayed this. I don't know what.
He
over
always
and
claimed
over
it was
again,
something
and
to
then
do
you're
with the
just caught.
technology.
You're caught up in the delay, and then finally you're here, and you go, oh crap.
Well, he always said it had something to do with waiting for certain technology, but to me, it's like, what then? Because now there's nothing that's new about this movie that hasn't been done already. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get it.
He was waiting too long and for nothing. He was waiting for the science to get caught up with his vision, but I think the science already was, and his vision may have been the problem the whole time.
Maybe COVID delayed it.
Well, that certainly didn't help. But